with a new beginning.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed the sub videos over the extended vacation. Special thanks today to Maya Dean for the suggestion on this week's topic. This week we are talking about plants, their usages, favorite scents, trees, and incenses. So this week we're talking about plants and some of the things they can be used for, and we're going to start with that and then get into incense and oils and some of my favorite scents. Plants really work for you as very much as Maureen said on Monday. They really work for you however they work for you. If, for example, I use sage as a cleansing herb and a kind of a banishment of negativity, but I never use it for clarity, which a lot of people do. If I'm looking for clarity or better communication or something along those lines, I'll actually use aspen, or quaking aspen more specifically, because it never shuts up. So some of my impressions. We can start with trees. Birch is a rebirth thing, according to the Norse Asatru belief system. It's the reason I believe that this is the case is because it grows so fast. So if you really wanted to go that route, hemp could also be used as a new beginning, rebirth sort of a thing. Oak and ash are really good strength trees. Willow has a tendency to have otherworldly qualities, where, say, like ivy. I know it's not a tree, but ivy has a tendency to bind things together and make them live symbiotically, as opposed to one dominating another. That was actually why my wife and I had a really heavy ivy influence in our wedding, not because of the binding and the symbiotic relationship thing, but it just kind of happened to work out that way, and it helped us to understand that's the point of getting married, is, to live your lives off of one another but never really take the other one over. And the binding aspect didn't really make us feel bad either. Any number of plants have any number of uses and abilities. When I do incense, however, I usually do loose leaf incense and resins. I prefer resins if I can get them, but if I can't, I do have a tendency to use loose leaf and just grind it in my own pestle and mortar. Buy it whole. If I can get it fresh, I do. Usually I can't, but sometimes I do. I collect my own sage for that very particular reason. Dry it myself, and then, strip, grind, do my thing. So when it comes to incenses, I personally use loose leaf incense and resins. My favorite scents for incenses are, I love dragon's blood. I think it has a really hearty, kind of potent manliness to it, and I'm sure some of you are giggling about that, and that's absolutely fine, but it really does. It adds passion, and it adds strength to any of the incense mixes that I make up for myself. I have a tendency to use a lot of sage, because sage is very helpful in my experience with repelling negativity. If I'm trying if I'm doing a drawing activity or a ritual, and I want to bring things in, I'll use sweetgrass, because sweetgrass is a very nice, very sweet smell, and that attracts everything from spirits to bees, and you have to be careful what you ask for. Some of the plants that I use in my day-to-day life, I mean, not every day by any means, because Not everybody has time to practice every day. I do have a tendency to occasionally just go out in the backyard, and I have several aspen trees out in the back, and I'll talk to them because they'll talk to me too, in a matter of speaking. I like oak because it is very refreshing to be able to sit under a tree, and we only have, scrub oak and wild oak here in Utah. But on the rare occasion that we do have like an ornamental oak, I'll sit under that and kind of relax, and it's kind of nice to be near a tree that doesn't require me to help it out at all, because it has its own personal character and strength. If I'm feeling that I need to connect with the other world or the divine or some sort of second sight, I may try to commune with a willow, because I feel that they have a better connection to that. Other than that, really, it's just one of those things where if you find a plant or herb that you really, really like, and like has been previously stated, you feel that it's an overall good usage type herb or plant, then go for it. But really, this is just a little bit on my views on how plants and trees and incenses. I didn't tell you guys my favorite scent. My favorite scent is probably the combination in incense form of dragon's blood for fire, sage for air, sweetgrass for water, and moss oak for earth in a mixed loose leaf incense. The smell of it, it's earthy, it's a little sweet, it's a little tangy. It's really effective for centering and grounding and evoking elemental energy. Plus, it's not terrible to smell. But these are my views, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments, video responses, throw things at the computer, and swear maliciously. But until then, thank you all for watching, and until next week, Odin be with you.
Hear the aspen's leaves are whispering, that year is death and life returning. Come follow me, come dance with me, come with me to the greenwood groves of magic there to see the Lord of the Wild with his fairy kin. Deep within the greenwood grove, we'll dance the magic ring.